This is not what we hoped for. This is not how we saw New Horizons going. This is not what we wanted for Nook or Isabelle, Blathers, or absolutely Brewster. And I think it's going to take some time to process. My friends, we called it yet again. Another Animal Crossing update descends this week before May, right in line with our timeline, and it's... oh my gosh. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Smash that like button. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about all of this, but let's go over it first. Animal Crossing delivered a new update. I want to show you the dictionary definition of update before we get started. Update means to make something more modern or up to date. Remember this, my friends. So here's what we've got going on. May Day, International Museum Day, and wedding season come to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, I think it's very important to point out before we get much further that this is not Animal Crossing 2.0. What? Yes. I really thought it was time for 2.0, and instead they have done the unthinkable and delivered Animal Crossing 1.10, which is bananas, bonkers, and absolutely blathers my mind. But it's what they decided to do, and we're gonna have to talk about 2.0 towards the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But let's see. May Day, International Museum Day, and wedding season come to Animal Crossing New Horizons. In the Animal Crossing New Horizons game, time moves along just like in real life. Slowly, with a lot of speed, not a whole lot of awesomeness, because I'm confused what they're doing. This update is coming on April 28th, so in 2 days. This will be delivered on Wednesday, Monday-Wednesday time frame. Usually they do Tuesday, Thursday, so that's a bit odd. They did bring us a new May Day map, which I called and I love. May Day is one of the most underrated events in the game. It's phenomenal, and now, if you've already done May Day, you get a new destination. Use your May Day ticket and tour a rather interesting island between April 29th and May 7th, so in a long-dated period. You can now, it's April Day, I guess. Tickets are single use, so plan accordingly, and there you see the boy Rova up on the hill, ready to deliver, hopefully, a new reward. I would imagine it's a new island, a new reward. International Museum Day is back on the 18th. It says to celebrate International Museum Day, players can take part in a stamp rally between May 18th and 31st. After talking to Blathers and receiving a special stamp car, this has a special stamp car, which is the most exciting thing I've ever heard in Animal Crossing. Cars are in the game. Vehicles! No, don't quote me on that. I think it's a typo. Card. Players can enjoy viewing fish, insects, fossils, and art while collecting stamps at the various museum exhibits. Now, it looks to be the exact same event as last time, but now with new locations, new stamps, new art exhibit, because I guess that wasn't really a part of it last time. They expect you to have art now, or at least some. Hopefully new rewards than just the kind of lackluster stuff we had last year for IMD, International Museum Day. Big note, my boy Brewster, not part of International Museum Day, not part of 1.10 at all. Not much is part of 1.10. Wedding season, though, is back June 1st to June 30th. Since Reese and Cyrus got married in the month of June, it's now their tradition to take wedding photos every June. Meet up with them on the island, help take adorable photos, and it looks like there's going to be some updates, some upgrades to wedding season. We take a pic at some of these pictures here. It looks like there is a new wedding season hat. There's new nuptial bells, nuptial ring pillow, nuptial door plate. A few of these things are new. You also notice that there's more seasonal items, like the thank you dad mug, okay? And they really have peppered in a ton of seasonal events. It says here, as always, please check Nook Shopping for new seasonal items during May and June. You'll find a selection of items based on Mother's Day, cheese rolling, and more. Now, if we go over to the Japanese site, you're going to see a full list of everything that has been included, and there's some really, really fun ones. I love these Children's Day flags. Those are really, really cute and really, really pretty. Really, really appreciate those. They're just so fun. Big fishy flags on the big pole. I like it a lot. It's quite nice. But they really have added a lot of seasonal items here, okay? They've got, the things with stars are new. So the Carp Streamer and the Shinbun no Kabuto are for Children's Day on May 5th. Mother's Day has a new carnation. Rolling Cheese Day has a double Gloucester cheese. International Children's Day is the same items as last year. The June bride/wedding season event has those 4 new items we just talked about. The wedding bells, the ring pillow, the wedding door plate, and the nuptial flower shower. Not really sure what that's about. Father's Day gets a thank you apron this time around to go alongside that thank you mug, which is interesting. This Tengo Bushi Day, which says it's May 5th of the lunar calendar, but it takes place on June 5th, delivers 2 new items. Summer Solstice is back with its items. Tanabata is back with its item, and then Marine Day comes in July. Bastille Day comes in July, and Cowboy Festival is July to August. Now here is where I start to get very afraid. I have told you how Nintendo does their updates on a timeline, on a time frame, and I believe that they kind of pepper out the seasonal events to alert us when the updates are coming. That's not good, because the seasonal events just carried us into July, which would mean nothing major for May and for June and possibly July, because they just updated the game with the seasonal events for all 3 months. And now all of our hopes and dreams are called into severe question, because this update is the most lackluster update there ever was. I'm a positive person. I'm a big fan of Animal Crossing. I love new stuff. This barely feels like a new version. It is modifications to already existing seasonal events and holidays with a few new items peppered in and a few new different holidays from around the world added. There is no gameplay change. There is no feature addition. It is merely adding a few notches on the calendar, and that becomes worrisome, because we were all very sure that whether it was 1.10 or 2.0, they would add something substantial. You know, Brewster was the big dream. The Roost is obviously the goal. Katrina was thrown out there, new vegetables, quality of life, and this adds nada, nothing. I want to be enthused and excited about everything Nintendo brings to this game, because I will be playing it, I will be covering it, but I cannot lie to you, and I don't think we should lie to ourselves. This is hands down the most disappointing addition they have made to the game. They're bringing absolutely nothing new. And the fact that it continues all the way through July, as we see on the Japanese blog post, worries me greatly, because that would cover E3 time. A lot of people are saying this morning that, oh, Nintendo's just saving the big update for E3, which takes place in the middle of June. Well, the middle of June would be the summer solstice. So if the holidays ended there, or if wedding season, June 1st to June 30th, was the last thing, I would say you're probably right. But I'm now very concerned, because they have July 8th to July 22nd, July 10th to July 20th, and July 15th to August 15th. Maybe my April Fool's video wasn't an April Fool's after all, and this pains me. There is now a world, and we're going to have to talk about it more, where Animal Crossing is actually done. If you agree that this is concerning, leave a like. I know that we dislike this update, but I want the community and I want Animal Crossing to see and know that this is not what we want. We're not okay with this. Please leave a comment letting me know your thoughts on this, how you feel this morning. We might even make a whole video as a pitch to Nintendo, like, don't end our game. There's still so much to deliver. And the fact they went 1.10, the fact they went all the way to July, the fact they brought nothing new except seasonal event modifications and maybe a few item additions is such a bummer. This is a brilliant game, a beautiful game. It sold an ungodly amount of copies. It's made Nintendo an ungodly amount of money. Piles. We're talking Scrooge McDuck levels of money. And yet here they are, coming to us with nothing but crumbs. And I don't know how you can't feel a bit betrayed by a game that you've poured thousands of hours, made friends, committed to, bought a second Switch for, relied on, trusted, and thoroughly supported. They said 2 to 3 years of updates. Again, by the dictionary, an update is making something more modern or up to date, and they are making this game more modern and up to date, but this does not feel like the updates I know. This does not feel like 1.2 or 1.3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, or 8, or even 9. And the fact that they're done with trailers? Like, Animal Crossing New Horizons is a phenomenal game. There's still so much fun to have. We're building up our water park. You know, I do think Mayday is fun. Like, I am going to play this. I'm going to download this update and share it with you. And, you know, I think there are some cool items. Like, this nuptial bell looks fantastic. And these fish look fantastic. And, you know, Cheese Day is kind of fun. And there's some interesting things that I think will benefit our islands and benefit our experience. But this, ever since 1 year passed, we've gotten really not much new. They added Sanrio, which was a paid DLC effectively. They added some new seasonal events, and they brought us new design slots. So as of right now, I'm big on patterns. I'm big on history, and I'm big on data and facts. The facts are, Nintendo has not brought a true update since this game crossed over into its second year. E3 is going to be a big tell-all. I still don't think that New Horizons will be a part of E3, but I think it could be a part of the week. So what I'm saying is, I don't think you'll see ACNH in the Direct, but there's a chance that if they're going to do a 2.0 or bring a big trailer, it could happen that week. And to me, that might be the last chance. If we get nothing in May and nothing in June and nothing in July, and they wait till August, the 8th month of the year, to bring another one of these, 1.11, that modifies a few of the holidays, I don't know, friends. This is not what we hoped for. This is not how we saw New Horizons going. This is not what we wanted for Nook, or Isabelle, Blathers, or absolutely Brewster. And I think it's going to take some time to process. And I hope that I am wrong. I hope that this is just a blip in the road. I hope this is just a bump along the way. I hope, with all hope, that they come through in the clutch and that they are just saving up for a massive 2.0 that brings multiplayer or Brewster. And maybe 2.0 doesn't have anything to do with seasonal events or items. Maybe it's just all features, and therefore they don't need to worry about the seasonal events, because the next update is so feature jam-packed that all they're going to do is focus on the new characters and the new buildings and the new things of that sort. That's a possibility. Let's end with a glimmer of hope. Let's put that into the world. Let's pray for it. I don't want the horizons. I don't want to see the sun setting on this game. If you agree with me, hit that like button. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments down below. This was, I called an update before the end of the month. Monday was one of my options. It's coming this week. This is not how I saw it going. Hope you guys are having a great day. Still make your Monday good, okay? Life is beautiful. Hopefully the sun is shining. Get outside. Hug somebody that cares about you. Be thankful for what you got. Stay awesome. Stay happy. Stay healthy. Stay smart out there. I love you guys a lot. I'll see you on the next video. I'm going to try to do some research, talk to some people, and see what we can figure out, if more is coming or if this is indeed the end. And we'll talk about that soon. So stay tuned for that video. Until next time, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I love you a lot. Oh no, Animal Crossing. Oh no. Are we going to say Animal Crossing out at some point? Gosh, it can't happen. Let's just stick to the routine. SwitchForce out.